James Clapper just flipped. Look what he said about Trump's fitness. James Clapper Jr. is a former National Intelligence Director. He recently went on CNN's Don Lemon on early Wednesday, and watch the video below. Don Lemon asks, "Are you questioning his fitness?" And Clapper responds, "I really question his ability his fitness to be in this office, and I am also beginning to wonder about his motivation for it. Maybe he is looking for a way out." I mean, I'm not going to read this part. You can just take a listen, but this is very disturbing. And James Clapper, and notice the seriousness in Don Lemon's voice here, as if he's not trying to attack Trump now. They are trying to make it seem like he's, they're concerned. Take a listen here.
Contrast last night's teleprompter Trump performance versus tonight, which is, of course, the real Trump, just as it was in the unglued impromptu press conference at Trump Tower. So I just find this extremely disturbing.
Are you questioning his fitness?
Yes, I do. I really question his ability his fitness to be in this office. And I also am beginning to wonder about his motivation for it. Maybe he is looking for a way out. I do wonder as well about the people that attracted to this rally as others. What are they thinking, or why am I so far out off base? Because I don't understand the adulation, and of course that's why I think he gravitated to having this rally, as ill-timed as it is. He should have quit while he was ahead after last night. But again, I think the real Trump came through, and again, as Bakari said, shouldn't be a big surprise to anyone.
What should we do? What should Washington do at this point? You said you're questioning his fitness. There are many people who are saying it. They won't say it publicly. They don't have the courage that you do. Maybe after this speech they will now. It will become painfully obvious as it is to most Americans. What should we do?
Well, I think, the key thing here is where is he with Republicans? And I was quite struck by Senator Corker's remarks. Very thoughtful and very, very measured. And I know Senator Corker, I've dealt with him, and he is a very thoughtful senator. And he wouldn't say that lightly and without forethought. And I'm hopeful that other similarly thoughtful Republicans will reach the point where enough is enough.
Enough is enough. And what do you mean? Keep playing for us.
Well, that this behavior and this divisiveness and the complete intellectual, moral, and ethical void that the President of the United States exhibits. And how much longer does the country have to borrow a phrase, endure this nightmare?
The New York Times is reporting tonight about the falling out between the president and Mitch McConnell over the investigations of Russia's interference in the 2016 election. There you see the headline up on the screen. The report says the president was furious that McConnell failed to protect him. You call the accusations of collusion between the Trump campaign and Russia worse than Watergate. What do you think is going on with the president? Why is this such a hot button for him?
Well, first, to be clear, Don, when I left, certainly on the 20th of January, I had not seen any evidence of a direct collusion between the Trump campaign, the Trump camp, and the Russians. There may have been collusion, but I didn't have any evidence of it. So I don't understand, frankly, the president's fascination and solicitousness of Russia and Putin, particularly, unless he feels he's a kindred soul, perhaps. So it is very strange to me. I don't have an explanation for it. I don't know if it's collusion or something else.
You said you questioned his fitness. Is he a threat to national security, the president?
Well, he certainly could be. Again, having some understanding of the levers that a president can exercise, I worry about, frankly, the access to nuclear codes. If he, in a fit of pique, he decides to do something about Kim Jong-un, there's actually very little to stop him. The whole system's built to ensure a rapid response if necessary. So there's very little in the way of control over exercising a nuclear option, which is pretty damn scary.
Do you see this as a crisis, Mr. Clapper?
Well, I'm not sure what the definition of a crisis is. If it is, we've been in it for quite a while. Certainly since the election. I have to say, Don, I couldn't help but think, in the course of the Charlottesville, his statements about Charlottesville, when he was so quick to characterize the intelligence community as Nazis, liken us to Nazis on the 10th of January, yet seemed very reluctant to call out the real wannabe Nazis in this case. And maybe that's I'm being a little parochial here and defensive about the intelligence community, but that's one thought I had. So I think if it is a crisis, we've been in it for quite a while.
What do you think other intelligence officials now and people who have some sway in Washington, what are the conversations they're having tonight, and what will they be having tomorrow, you think?
Well,
after this speech?
I think many people in the intelligence community, certainly rank and file, are worried, are concerned about this. And it's a tradition in the intelligence community to carry on with the mission and provide the intelligence that our decision makers so desperately need. And they'll continue to do that. But I think in moments of personal reflection, I suspect they are greatly concerned about the divisiveness that is taking hold of this country.
James Clapper is a former director of national intelligence.
Yeah, he's a former director of intelligence, but the thing is that the deep state is so worried that the truth is going to come out about all these criminals in the CIA, in the FBI, all the criminal activities, Hillary Clinton, her deleted emails. Now he's saying he's totally different now. We haven't found any evidence on the Russian thing, so he can become more believable now. Do you see? That's not what he was saying in the beginning. He was saying that there was he saw something in the Russian collusion thing. So again, this is they're pulling out the big guns now. They have nothing else to do. They have found no Russian collusion. Oh, let's have Hillary Clinton, who's borderline having seizures. Let's have her on the button for the nuclear deal. Are you kidding me? Trump is a smart businessman, and they're trying to discredit him. Are they crazy? I mean, this is totally absurd. They're pulling out the big guns. The American people are not going to stand for this. The American people voted for Trump, and we voted for Trump because we knew he wasn't